Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and give my opinion about the insane drama going on right now. So buckle up because I'm sure people are gonna get upset, which they shouldn't. I mean, spoiler alert, if you broke the rules, you deserve to be banned. I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Also, I wrote myself like a little script so I didn't go off track, and I had a bad day at work when I wrote it, so I'm sorry if I'm really passive aggressive. I don't mean it. So yeah. So as I'm sure you know, and I don't need to explain, Star Stable rolled out a huge ban wave last week. Star Stable themselves claim only 0.5% of active monthly players were banned, which is around 3,000 to 4,000 based on their 600,000 active players each month. I've seen people in the comments of their posts talking about like 250,000 players were banned, which is low-key, that's like insane. I mean, like, Star Stable hasn't released anything saying, like, nothing to prove that what they're saying is correct with their numbers. So I do want them to kind of release something to clear the air a bit about that. But you also have no proof that 200,000 people were banned. Like, just because your server is really empty, that doesn't mean that a third or more of the player base was banned, because you have to keep in mind there's different regions and whatnot. So yeah, technically speaking, the amount of people that were banned is unconfirmed because we don't really have any solid evidence about the number. And yeah, so honestly, this video could be summed up in a very simple, short statement. At the end of the day, it states cheating results in a permanent ban, as it's against the TOS that you have to read and agree to when you make your account. Simple as that. It doesn't matter if you use speed cheats to win every champ and have high scores at every race, cheated to get free clothes and stable care, or just did harmless coat swaps. I say in quotations, as that's not allowed regardless. You still cheated. And I've seen people argue they didn't, like, what if people didn't know it was bad? It's just not fair to ban them forever. But, like, girl, when has the term cheating ever been used in a good way? It's literally called cheating. I mean, everybody knows that whatever you use the term cheating for is a negative thing. So, I really don't understand. I don't understand that argument. I mean, I get it, like, little kids maybe, but also, how is a child that little that they don't know what cheating means able to install a cheat engine? I guess, I don't know how easy it is, because I've never installed one. That's why my account's still here. Sorry. Anyways, whatever, you know, whatever. I guess maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. They really just didn't know it was bad. Sorry. Anyway, I have been loud for a long time. I mean, you can scroll back on my TikTok page. I've been loud for a long time about how much I despise cheaters, because why does my experience have to be ruined just because you're bored with the game and want to use cheats? You know what I do when I'm bored with this game? I go play a different game. Like, literally, it's as simple as that. And guess what? I still have my account. And I have Reshade, but whatever. And at first, you know, I was totally on the side of, you cheated, you should be permanently banned. Everybody's like, 200 years? That's ridiculous. That's just a permanent ban, because I'm sorry, but none of us are going to be alive in 200 years. I mean, who knows? Maybe we will be. Maybe we can be frozen with Walt Disney or something, but no, none of us are going to be alive in 200 years. That's just all it is. Oops. No, I don't want to buy food. That's all it is a permanent ban. Star Stable's not the only game that does that. Instead of a permanent ban, they just give you the amount of years that's, like, you won't be able to live to that. Not even your freaking, it'll be your great-great-grandchildren maybe will be able to play on your account if you leave it in your will to them. I don't know. Anyways. But yeah. after watching some other people's videos on it, I can kind of agree that if it's your first strike, it should have been like a 6 month to a year. I can kind of side with that, and then if you do it again, then yes, you are out. I can agree. I can agree with you guys on that one. I can agree. Like, especially because, you know, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was going to say already. Oh my god. Anyways, I wrote it down. I just remember I have it written down somewhere, so I'll talk about it in a minute. But, and yeah, I've heard people saying like, wow, I spent over 5,000 on the game and got perm banned. That is insane. I am disgusted with you, Star Stable, and just things like that. And I'm just thinking, why would you use cheats on your main account that you've spent thousands of dollars on, knowing it's against the terms of service? Why would you still risk your account? Like, no, that's just on you, babe. That's on you. I don't know what to tell you. That is crazy. So yeah, I've also seen a lot of people claiming that they've only had Reshade installed and they still got permanently banned, and that was it. Which I have a hard time believing. It's not like I want to claim you're a liar, because we don't have proof. You could be telling the truth, but also a lot of these cheaters, they're not going to admit that they actually cheated, because that's just digging your own grave at that point. Even though it is kind of already over for you because you're already permabanned, but, you know, whatever. But, I don't know, I have a hard time believing that, because I have Reshade, and I have the version of Reshade that gives you a warning when you download it that if you use this on a multiplayer game, you will be permanently banned. And my account is fine. I've had that version of Reshade for a very long time. Pretty much since I first got Reshade. So like over a year. Almost 2 years now. And my account is fine. So I do have a little bit of a hard time believing that. But, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that you're a liar. Because, again, can't prove it. But also, you have to keep in mind, like, did you share your account? You really can't trust people. You could have shared your account and they could have freaking installed anything onto your Star Stable, you know, and that was that. Like, it doesn't matter if you had a cheat engine installed for 5 minutes 8 years ago, you were getting banned. You were getting permabanned. And that's what Star Stable said in their little Q&A about this. Even if you didn't have anything installed currently, if you did in the past, you were getting permabanned. So think back to your younger self, always wanting to get into mischief. Yeah, you probably done goofed yourself on that one. That could have been the case. And you know, this has been a long time coming. I've been hoping and praying every night that Star Stable would finally take action against this. The cheating is so unbelievably out of control because Star Stable has not done anything about it for years. And I think that's why a lot of the cheaters are incredibly upset, because it was literally shocking, because they've gotten away with it for years and years and years, you know. It has been a huge problem for, I mean, as long as I can remember. People just got way too comfortable with it. And, I mean, cheating is so common that you know what, I take back what I said earlier. Cheating is so common and out of control in Star Stable. People probably literally didn't think there was anything wrong with it. Like, let's be honest, nobody's reading the terms of service, but it is kind of, I mean, if you're a gamer at all, I feel like it's kind of common knowledge that cheating in an MMO is just, like, not allowed. I mean, especially when a lot of this game is racing and championship based. I mean, come on. But yeah, finally, maybe I'll be able to win a champ. I mean, probably not, because I'm so terrible, but I remember trying to do champs, and the countdown would end for you to go, And then somebody already crossed the finish line. Literally immediately. I think I have it on video somewhere, maybe. Yeah. No. They won it immediately. I mean, I blinked and it was like the, you know, when somebody finishes the champ and then the, like, countdown at the top changes. That happened in the blink of an eye. It was insane. It was so annoying. The cheating was so bad. The speed cheating was insane. It makes it so unenjoyable. So I'm definitely excited to maybe enjoy this game a little bit more now, because a lot of people got banned. A lot of people. And even on my small little tiny dead server, the cheating was out of control. The lame racers, they were on this server and it was out of control. They're a notorious cheating club, and I think they're already back in business. So, you know what, good for them though. Good for them. They're like little roaches, you know? You just can't get rid of them, but it's fine. Another thing to address is the people pissing and moaning that it was out of nowhere and there was no warning and it was unfair. And I'm just like, what do you mean unfair? You know what's unfair? Using speed cheats. Using cheats that make other people lag and glitch. Like, that's unfair. That's unfair. When you're doing stuff you're not supposed to and it's affecting other people's gameplay that don't want it, that's what's unfair, okay? Like, we all know cheating, it gets you banned. I mean, come on. And I feel like a lot of it is just kids not wanting to accept the consequences of their own actions because they're kids. I can't imagine that any fully grown adults are the ones that are harassing Star Stable on their Instagram and sending death threats. Like, there's no way a taxpaying citizen is doing all that. At least I hope not. I also want you to keep in mind that one of the very popular cheat engines that people were using for Star Stable was distributed by a PDF file, if you catch my drift. A fully grown man who was requesting literal children to do disgusting things that he would film without them knowing and distribute, if you catch my drift. And I think that was a big motivation, hopefully, for Star Stable to finally actually do some cracking down. Because hopefully people knowing there's actually consequences for you doing these things, it will help them to steer away from that. I'm not really sure if this person is still actively whatever. I don't know. I know he's like changed names and moved around and whatever. I don't know if he's still active. I hope not. But yeah, that's something I want you guys to keep in mind. Because that's actually disgusting, and that guy, he is not in prison, and I can guarantee you that he is distributing that, even though he tells you that, oh, it's just between us. Like, come on, just be so for real. So, I don't want, if you, like, literally, if you're defending any of that, get away from me. Please block me, or tell me so I can block you, because I'm not dealing with all that. No matter your stance on cheating in Star Stable or whatever, like, that is absolutely foul. That is fucking disgusting. And no, I don't care what your stance is on cheating. No. Like, it has to go. It truly was a case of fuck around and find out. It really was. I mean, if you genuinely feel like you were unfairly banned, and never had anything against Star Stable's TOS, better call Saul. Saul Goodman's always there for you. I'm just kidding. But just contact Star Stable's customer support. It will take them a long time to get back to you, because I'm sure people are using the customer support to flood them with death threats and clogging up the tickets. So the people who actually need help are going to take longer to get to, but whatever. The But yeah, I'm hoping Star Stable will come out with more details and an explanation on exactly what they used and how they decided what players to ban. I have seen a lot of people claim AI, but there is a difference between a cheat detection engine, like what Fortnite uses, and AI. I feel like a lot of people are just using AI as a blanket term, which, I mean, there's a lot of things getting thrown around about this whole fiasco that there's just no proof. Even a lot of the stuff that Star Stable's saying about it, I can admit they haven't released actual proof or evidence. So yeah, also, stop harassing the social media team. Seriously? I know we all love horses here, but we were not raised in barns. At least I hope not. The social media team has literally no control and no power over your account. They have nothing to do with it, so, you know, bitching and whining and pissing and moaning, it's not going to do anything on their Instagram, so, you know, chill out. This is, I do have a video planned a little bit later about how Star Stable's community is one of the most toxic, disgusting communities of any game I think I've ever seen in my entire life. So I will make a little video about that too if you would like that. And yeah, let me know your opinions. I feel like there were more things I wanted to address about this situation that I might have forgotten. So if you have any other thoughts, please let me know. Were you somebody that got banned? Are you claiming innocence, or will you own up to it and say that you cheated? I don't know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my ranting, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.